Hello, my name is Pearah.
And my name is Dahx. Welcome to Dual Perspective, a show where we take a look at video games from the view of both the veteran gamer
And a novice gamer. Today we will continue our look at Banished.
So what we're going to be doing is seeing how Banished runs in the hands of a novice, how user-friendly it is, and how easy it is for someone who doesn't have years of gaming bias to get into it.
I like that name.
Hoopsville?
Hoopsville. Let's stick with that.
Sounds like it should be colonized by a bunch of 8-foot-tall African Americans. So you might want to keep it on valleys, mountains, because you can't place buildings and stuff on mountains. You can only tunnel through them. So valleys keeps the terrain nice and smooth and flat for you.
Okay, and I take it this is like map size?
Yes, the map size.
Okay. Well, let's go with a medium. And then I take it climate's like the weather and stuff.
That is what climate is.
I know, dumb question, sorry. Let's go with mild. Have you ever seen disasters? Is it like volcanoes, earthquakes?
So far, the only one that I've seen is a tornado, and I started out a town, had it going nicely, and then out of nowhere, God slapped me with a tornado. So.
Oh, let's do it just to give it some flair. I've always gone with easy, and Dahx is always telling me, go medium or hard, give yourself a challenge. So I will go with his advice.
Well, not only that, there's, I think, a little bit of emergent gameplay here that the developers weren't exactly planning on, because if you start on medium, you don't have seeds for crops or orchards, and therefore you're not tempted to build an orchard or a crop early on. And until you have the manpower to actually run a farm or an orchard, you really shouldn't be building one anyway. So it kind of forces you to learn how to forage and fish and hunt before you move on to having farms and whatnot.
Okay.
Anyway,
so let's continue.
Shall we start?
Snow.
So Pearah hasn't played much of this game at all.
Like we said in the first video, I've only done the tutorials. I've seen Dahx play, but I've never really gotten a more in-depth look.
Don't remove the poisonous mushrooms.
What?
Start from the game.
Oh! Alright, so, refresher, let's see.
So you got your, food supply barn and your stockpile there.
Let's see, resource, let's find some more. Oh no, that's not what I want. Build it. Let's see.
Alright, first off, what you want to do is bring up all your menus. So hit the cog.
Oh, the cog.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Knowledge is power. Good lady. Knowledge is power. Okay, so the first one on the very left. Click it. And that'll bring up the information of your basics. The basics of your town. You've got your name, the time, the weather, how many people are homeless, notifications like that, how many adults, students, and children you have, and then your resource supplies, your happiness, and your health of your citizens. Okay, so then, pausing it would be a good idea at the moment. So, click it again.
Okay.
Leave it up. Now click the next one.
Okay.
Now this is your event log. It'll keep that up. You can click where it says event log and drag it around, and it does keep the menu configuration to wherever you like it.
Put it right there.
So that'll let you know when people are growing old or dying or starving or homeless or all the lovely events. Now, I personally don't like leaving the map up because it's pointless to me, but you might want to.
Let's move it down to that. And this is assign jobs to citizens. This would be helpful.
Yeah, that's really where the micromanagement of the game resides, is in that professions tab.
Okay. Let's see.
And that's all of the menus you really need up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so first and foremost, you have a place to store all of your goods. In the storage barn, you have a place to store all your raw material, which you are given some to begin with. So You got a bunch of homeless people, so what do you think the first thing you should be doing is?
We should build a house.
Housing, yes.
That's
That is removing
remove.
structures. No, it's the house, the second button, the third button on the main toolbar there.
This one? No. The main one, this one. Duh. Okay, so, resource production?
No, the other way, Tard.
The other way. Oh, okay, this one.
Homes
Okay.
and houses, yes.
Okay.
First with the house,
Yeah.
and there you go.
Trying to remember.
R is rotate.
That's right. Okay. We'll put you there.
It's good to have 3 adults per house, so you have 10 right now. So you want to have 4 houses, because with only 3 you'll have 1 adult left over. I mean, they'll all still have houses once they're done, but it's good to have roughly 3 adults per house.
Alright.
And when
Right click. Okay.
there you go.
And
Now that you've got your houses set, you have a bunch of laborers, but no builders. So your current production needs 8 people.
So we'll do 2 builders. Or would it be faster to do all of them?
Well, what do you think? More people working on the same project? Would that make it faster?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Alright, let's do 6 laborers and 4 builders.
Alright, so did you pay attention to how many resources each house is costing you?
No, I did not.
Okay, so click on the house on the bottom.
This
No,
one?
no, on the bar. Well, yeah, that works too. So right there, you've got, it will take you 16 logs and 8 stone to build each house, and you've taken 4.
And so I'm gonna need to cut down some trees.
Yep.
And it's this button, isn't it? No.
No, it's that one.
That. Okay.
There you go.
Harvest trees.
Now, click and drag and select the trees. Now, your laborers are the ones that will be doing this. Your builders do it too, if they've got nothing else, if they're running out of resources, but
Do that big a thing.
there
Okay.
you are.
Alright, and zoom back in. Alright, and then let's fast forward and see. Time warp!
Making craft houses. Now, an interesting aesthetic that I didn't notice the first time I played, and I only noticed way later on, is that when the houses are occupied, smoke starts coming out, and when they're not occupied, smoke stops coming out.
Okay, so it looks like they are done building.
Mm-hmm. So now your people has housings.
So now I should worry about food.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll lower the builders down to like we'll do 1 for now. Let's make a gatherer. Are we near
You'll
any-
need a gatherer's hut.
Oh, will I?
Because now you have a gatherer with no place of work.
Oh, okay. So he can't just go out in the forest and gather, he has to have a hut?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
So,
Oh,
down
so-
on the bottom right, the apple.
Apple.
Food resource production.
I'm guessing
And
it'd
there's
be
the gatherer's hut.
Okay,
Now, the gatherer's hut needs forest around it
like,
to be effective.
like so.
But you don't want to place it so far away, because your people have to make that journey all the way out there. You know, whatever gatherers you have out there, they'll have to make the journey out there, and then your laborers have to make the journey out there to pick up the resources and bring it to your storage farm.
Okay, so I'd say right there would be pretty good, because it gets a lot of trees, and they're pretty close to the village.
Place it and see how it goes.
Alright.
Now, this building job doesn't require, but it most effectively it would take 3 builders to do.
So we will... I can slow down time a bit. The reserve of firewood is low.
Mhm.
So would I go have a woodcutter out to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so I say we do a woodcutter place next, right?
Yes. Now your woodcutter is going to pull resources from your stockpile.
That
And that's on the very end.
very end.
There
Okay.
you go. A woodcutter. Now, they're going to pull resources from your stockpile, so you want them close to your stockpile. And close to your housing
So-
area, so your people can get there and collect the firewood.
So like right there. Because there's my stockpile right there. Okay. So go here. Yeah. Okay.
All right, the next important thing. So you've got food and
Firewood.
food and warmth are the next major things.
Okay. Let's back up a little bit. So I got 2 builders, 1 for each little thing. Let's see.
But if you notice, people are walking around. You've got 4 people that still don't have a house.
Okay, so I should have another house.
Another 2.
Another 2. Let's see. Where's this button?
Another thing you want to worry about building is roads for everyone. It increases their travel speed. And the dirt roads require nothing but your builders to go build them. For some reason, the builders build the roads at top priority, so you want to go. So they'll start building those first before they continue work on anything else.
I think I'm fine. I guess that'd be the front, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's where the front door's facing.
Okay, so we'll go.
And it's not like in my games I haven't seen them follow the roads precisely, but when they do happen to walk over them, they'll go faster. The AI seems to battle between shortest distance and fastest route.
How do you rotate the camera? I don't remember.
It's the wasp.
Oh, the walls? No, I'm rotating. That's how I'm moving.
No, I don't quite remember.
Oh! I found it. Okay.
Your stone is low as well.
That would be like gathering rocks? Or how?
Yeah.
Oh.
So in the resource gathering, the axe. Yeah, there you go. And so you've got 3 basic resources: wood, stone, and iron.
Let's get someplace that's relatively close.
That's all iron.
That's iron?
Iron deposit. It's the light gray that's the stone. And so after you've secured a source for food.
So what do I do? Would it be the stone cutter?
No, that's for mines.
Okay,
So in the bottom right hand side,
okay.
and then click this gather stone above it. Collect stone.
Okay.
And then highlight and drag over stone. And your laborers will go and collect the stone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your stone cutters work a mine.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I didn't know that a stone could quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of easy then. Oh.
So once you've got your food production going, and your gatherer's hut, once it's done, it's almost done.
Yeah, it's almost done.
And then you should worry about wood gathering, which you can just clear cut forests. But if you want a replenishable wood supply, a forester is next. But you should wait until you've got your food production going.
Okay. Let's fast forward time.
And then once you've got your food production and your wood production done and stabilized, then start worrying about your minor things like your coats and your tools. You keep your people warm and with good tools.
So I would click on that, wouldn't I? And then I've got to gather.
You don't need to click on it first.
I don't?
No, but you do want all 4 people in there gathering, roots and berries for your little aspiring village.
Okay, we've got 4 gatherers. And I just hit the work button to get them to go hunt for food.
No, it's automatically enabled. If you hit that work button, it'll cut it off.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll close that. And they're currently working on that. Alright.
Alright, folks, so we're keeping our videos rather short for the time being, so I hope this gives you an interesting idea of how a novice really starts out their beginning games and how user-friendly it is, and how maybe your first experience with this game is going to be. Hopefully I can be the expert there guiding your hand.
Alright, everyone, this has been Pearah.
And Dahx with the dual perspective of Banished. Hope to see you next time for another dual perspective.
Good night, and good luck.